Hello and welcome to the next part of the Cub DIY badge. As part of the badge you need to demonstrate two methods of joining pieces of wood together. Today I'm going to take you through and show you two different methods for doing this. The first method I'm going to show you is how to screw two pieces of timber together. The second method I'm going to show you is how to nail two pieces of wood together, along with a couple of tips and tricks I've picked up while working as a carpenter. The key to success with any DIY project is measuring, marking and cutting accurately to the nearest millimetre. Say I wanted to cut a length of timber at 300 millimetres or 30 centimetres. Placing my tape measure on the piece of timber, I come to 30 centimetres or 300 millimetres. I then, using a very sharp pencil, mark the timber. Now that I've got my mark, I need to make sure that I'm going to cut the timber nice and square. On a panel saw, you have a right angle piece here which follows the blade, meaning if I put it hard up against the wood like that, on my mark, I can then draw a nice right angled line. Like that. Now I want this section of the timber, so I'm going to cut on that side of the line, making sure that I cut down here with the saw. When it comes to sawing, it's important to clamp the wood so it doesn't move. Now it can't move when I saw it. Taking my saw, I cut along the bad side of the line. You might want to get a parent to help you with this. I start the cut off slowly by drawing the saw towards me. It is then important to cut slowly, making sure I follow the line, keeping my hands out of the way. Notice how I cut at an angle, going down. That's because the saw cuts most effectively at this angle. Now I check my measurement to make sure I have cut properly and straight. That is now a piece of timber at 300 mm long. I'm going to repeat this process so I have two pieces which I can then join together. I now have my two pieces of timber. As you can see, they are the same length and the same width. This means I should get a nice join off of them. The first join I'm going to show you are nails. These are referred to as round wire nails and are 50 mm long by 2.2 mm wide. This is the size of nail I recommend for joining two pieces of timber this size together. So what I want to achieve is a right angle like that. So I'm going to be putting nails through like that. And I'm going to do two nails, one at the top, one at the bottom. Now here's a little tip I picked up when working on a certain film that I cannot mention. If I place the nail like this and gently tap down with my hammer, you can see it has bruised the timber. The reason why we do this is to try and prevent the timber from splitting when I put the nail in. Keeping my fingers away, I'm going to gently tap the nail until it is seated in the timber. Make sure you try hit your nails in nice and straight. may find it easier to turn it over and clamp it down. There you have your 90 degrees nailed joint. Now, nails aren't particularly strong and don't hold the timber together very well, meaning it can be quite easy to knock apart. You may want to choose to add some glue when putting nails in. The next joint I would like to show you is a screwed joint. For that we will need a combi drill, and a drill bit to drill a pilot hole. Now this is what drill bit I use. This is a 3.5mm drill bit inside what is known as a countersink. This is because the screws I'm going to be using have a head like that. This can often split timber if you don't use a countersink to screw it out properly. I'm going to drill 2 pilot holes. It is important to keep it slightly inside of the edge so that you don't split the timber. I'm then going to hold it there and, keeping my fingers well out of the way, drill through my pilot holes. Next, I'm going to require a screw piece. And there you have it. 2 joints together. One with nails, one with screws. Remember, it is important to have adult supervision when you are doing any of this work. DIY can be dangerous and cause harm. Be careful, but be creative. Thank you for watching this step of the Cub DIY badge. What's next is for you to go away and draw up some designs of what you want to make as part of your DIY project. Please make sure you consider what materials you're going to use, and also what construction methods you're going to use, like the ones I've just shown you. Please make sure you take photos every step of the way. This is important so that we know that you completed the project. Remember, tools can be dangerous, so please always have adult supervision when you're doing this.